Hey, Shalom. First of all, to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kwakadash. Yahweh, the word only calls God. Yahweh Shai, the word only calls Jesus. When he give it up honor to the apostles of great millstone, who has taught me this truth. When we give it peace and blessings to the ahchyam across the four corners of the earth, for teaching truth and rest like to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, the video's edifying. Lord, I can get something from this video. Quick video through the spirit, man. I'm going to grab a couple precepts here. Might jump to Hebrews 10, get a couple precepts there. And then I'll close the video out. And again, Lord willing, it's edifying to you brothers. You know what I'm saying? That may come across the video. Okay? Just an encouragement video, man. I was searching for a topic to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, it'd be appropriate for me to make an encouragement video, not only for myself, but for bros, for ahchyam, and walking this walk, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, all we got is us and the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? And if we ain't pushing each other, who gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? If we ain't putting positivity amongst each other and, you know what I'm saying, and keeping each other, you know what I'm saying, hydrated for the race, you know what I'm saying, with this, spiritual water, which is this word, you know what I'm saying, this truth, then who will, man? You know what I'm saying, who will? You gotta, Esau got shit set up to where it's like everything damn near is tugging at your energy, you know what I'm saying? Everything is, man. You know what I'm saying? From what you watch, from what you hear. If you got, you going to work, shit like that, that's tugging at your energy. You go under traffic on the way to work or on the way to the store, mall, grocery store, wherever, man. Shit is just pulling and tugging at your energy, man. Tugging at your mind and tugging at your spirit, you know what I'm saying? And most of the time it be in a negative way. You know what I mean? You got to, and how you know that is that it's a good thing to be positive. Right, that's like a thing that's being like blasted, like when you look on social media and things of that nature, they're teaching people how to be positive. But the natural thing should be, is to be positive. You know what I'm saying? Have a positive mind frame, have a positive headspace. But so much bullshit go on and so much things happen, right? Or has had happen to you, or that you've witnessed or experienced that, sometimes could be in your mind, and some days are easier than others, and you know what I'm saying, like, shit that is, maybe that happened to you even more recent, like, sometimes it could be tugging at you, you know what I mean? And we all need that spiritual uplift every now and again, you know what I'm saying? Because we understand what's to come, we understand what's going on. The world doesn't. The world is blind. Scriptures say dark grows dark. Basically, let me just grab it. Gross darkness to people. There's Isaiah 16:2 says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." So the majority of the world is in darkness, man. Okay? So when the majority of the world is in darkness, what happens? Wicked shit, which is negative. Wicked things. You know what I'm saying? You see bullshit. You see, come on, man, we Israelites, man. You know what I'm saying? Evilness and wickedness, whether you know it or not, will weigh you down. Whether you want to agree with it or not, know it or not, that shit weigh you down. Even Jake think, he do something wicked and he think he getting away with it. At the end of the day, man, that shit is... evilness and wickedness, it does nothing positive for you. Even if it might feel good in the moment or positive in the moment, at the end of the day, that shit, it has no positive effect on you. You know what I'm saying? But righteousness does. You know what I'm saying? Righteousness does, and being righteous, you know what I'm saying, is, hard to do in a place where it's majority where they're sponsoring you to be wicked. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show you, like, man, these videos and brothers and this and that, you know what I'm saying, and things that's in the truth is what needs to be cleaned on to, and righteousness that we do have needs to be clinged on to, because that's it. That's it, man. That's it. Other than that, we ain't really got much. But we got everything at the same time, if that makes sense. We don't gotta have the shit in the world. We don't gotta have relationships with, these big names and this and that. And man, we got the Lord, man. We got the Lord. The Lord, you know, get you in situations, get you out of situations, maneuver, and all that. Allow you to maneuver, you know what I'm saying? Put you in good situations, get you out of bad situations, put you in situations where you got to use wisdom and exercise the things you've been taught, the things you've been learning. You know what I'm saying? Thing we do, we do get, whooped every now and again because of our wickedness. You know what I'm saying? The things that, scripture say, what? We're basically, we get it now, so therefore we're not condemned with the world. And the Lord said, what? He deal with us like he deal with sons. He chastised the son, but what is for our profit, right? It's for our profit, that we may be better. Okay? And that's real love. Okay? This is Ephesians 1:4. It says, according as he had chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. Okay? Having predestined us unto the adoption of children by ahchyam to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. And this goes to show you it's a predestination. Yeah. It's a predestination, man. Okay? That's why you can't choose the Lord. The Lord has to choose you. People, I always say this, people that try to choose the Lord end up in church. The Lord got to choose you, man. Okay? I'm jumping down to 7. It says, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins according to the riches of his grace. Talking about Yahushua, right? Which was he sacrificed himself, so therefore we may understand. But the world doesn't understand. So did he sacrifice himself for the world? No, he sacrificed himself for the men that's supposed to get it on this go around. But you got people that say, oh, the Lord, sacrifice for all of us. And that's not the case, because if that was the case, everybody would know the truth. Everybody would have faith and works in the truth. You don't have that. That's why they say, Lord, you speak to them in parables. Why do you speak? Because it's given unto them to understand. Let's grab that. And not given unto the world, given unto understand. 9, it says, Luke 8:9, it says, and his disciples asked him, saying, what might this parable be? And he said, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of the Most High, but to others in parables, that seeing they might not see, and hearing they might not understand. Okay, but it's not given to everybody. Okay, it's only given to a select few. Again, if it was given to everybody, then you will see more people out on the highways. About Jake wouldn't be on a fucking mountain talking about Atlantis. Okay. 7, it said, Ephesians 1:7 says, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins according to the riches of his grace, wherein he hath abounded toward us in all wisdom and prudence, having made known unto us the mystery of his will, according to his good pleasure, which he hath purposed himself, that in the dispensation of the fullness of times he might gather together in one all things in Hamashiach, both which are in heaven, in which are on earth, even in him. It says, well, the point was in 7 through 9, but I'll run 9 back. It says, having made known unto us the mystery of his will. See? Not everybody knows the mystery of his will. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody knows that. As a matter of fact, let's go Colossians 3:1. It says, if ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Is everybody doing that? Is everybody setting their mind and on the kingdom and on righteousness and the truth? No. Okay? For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Hamashiach in the Most High. And when Hamashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. See? That's when we will not be one of those men that's a part of the elect. That's when we'll begin to live. Because scriptures say what? Joint heirs. When you're reading Romans. Okay? Being joint heirs unto the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Being made perfect. Either it's a crowning ceremony talked about in the second Esdras. 5, it says, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. Is everybody doing that? No. You got actually Jake running towards that, thinking that is the way, thinking that is like, okay, cool, we doing that. This is lit. This is the lit thing to do. Okay? But the lit thing to do gonna get you lit your goddamn self. Okay? For which things sake the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience. Okay? 2/3 ass niggas, man. Okay? On top of, man, you niggas got in cahoots and hiked up a mountain, drove to the mountain, hiked up the mountain. Can't get these niggas to get off the couch, right? Drove to a mountain, hiked up the mountain, and tried to open a portal. Oh, man, bro. You niggas is crazy, man. You niggas is wild, man. This is Hebrews 10 and 32. I started 31. It says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, but call to remembrance the former days in which after you were illuminated, you endured a great fight of afflictions, and those who are illuminated, which is a select few, okay, out of all Israel, you got 1/3, and you got the elect. Okay, the elect is a part of the 1/3. You got 144,000 elect men, 12,000 from each tribe. Okay, it says, and those are the men that's striving. Those are the men that's, you know what I'm saying? Those are the men that's illuminated. You know what I'm saying? That's bearing a cross. Okay? Partly whilst you were made a gazing stock, both by reproaches and afflictions, and partly whilst you became companions of them that were so used, for ye had compassion of me and my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and an enduring substance. See, your pastor read this but don't understand it, because he still want the world. He still want the things in the world. He still want to do this. He still want to do that. He using his church and being a pastor for his benefit, to make him look like he's something to do. Yeah, come on, man. You know what, you read it in the titles, it says, for filthy lucre's sake, vainglory, things of that nature. And come on, man, these niggas ain't trying to understand the truth, man. Because to understand the truth, it come with something. It come with it. It come with discipline. It come with, now you know better. Now you got to do better. It come with, now you got to put the old man on. Daily. Now you got to tell the truth. This nigga don't want to watch his congregation go from 500 plus to 100 plus to 50 plus to 30 to 20 to none. He don't want to see that. He like, hell no. Yeah, that plate gonna be, a little light by the time we get back to the front. You know what I'm saying? They don't keep the laws, but he'll keep that law. Get offering. All right. Yeah, all right. Yeah. 35 says, cast not away therefore your confidence, which have a great recompense of reward. Right? Confidence. Have faith with faith. Okay? It says, 36, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. What's the promise? Salvation. What's the promise? Being righteous, being delivered, being over these other nations. Okay? Being that top mountain over the hills. Okay? Yeah. Having spiritual power. Being there, be a real mover and be able to call shots, man. Be a true judge. Judge righteously. Knowing things, having your mind opened up, having your brain able to use your brain for, like, it's a lot, man. Wisdom, able to know what the difference between what and what. This do this, that does this. You know what I'm saying? Not have to worry about things no more, man. Yeah, you here in this you in constant worry, man. Some days are better than others, but you in constant worry, man. Especially if you got, seeds and family. You in constant, you like, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, that's the flesh though. You gotta learn to put, to let, pray in the morning, pray throughout the day, let the Lord deal. You know what I'm saying? Let the, pray that let the Lord keep evil away from you and your household, man, and keep evil away from you. And if evil do present itself, he make a way that you escape. Okay? For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will, this is 36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. And the Lord is going to come. Okay? Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. Yeah, don't draw back. Ain't shit to draw back to. The world is done. Shit is done, man. Shit, come on, man. Shit in shambles, man. Esau ruling. Fuck you running back for? Looking back, fuck that shit, man. 39, it says, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe in the saving of the soul. Lord will not be one of those men that make it, man. And I get delivered. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, you ahchyam as well. You and your household, me and my household, man. We, because again, we all we got. You know what I'm saying? Plus the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But that's all we need. That's all we need. Okay, so with that, man, everything else going to be work. The Lord will work everything else out, man. Okay? Hey, so with that, man, Lord, videos edifying, Lord, ahchyam. Got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. Let's keep pushing on to the next.